Federal Authority for Nuclear Regulation is to supervise the operations of براكة nuclear power plant in order to ensure the protection of the public, the environment, and the workers at the plant. And we do that by inspections and by giving permissions. So we gave in February a permission to Nowa Energy Company to start براكة Unit 1 because that had been finalized. And then we gave the permission for them to start loading nuclear fuel. And when they loaded the nuclear fuel, which took some 3-4 weeks, we were there to supervise that everything was done according to the instructions and the permissions that we have given to Nowa. Since then, there were a number of tests prescribed by FANR in order to ensure that all systems, particularly the safety systems, work according to what we have approved and what is corresponding to high international standards. So we have been there all the time with our resident inspectors and by expert teams from headquarters to supervise first the loading itself, the whole test period. And now the time was ripe to go into what we call criticality. And criticality means that the nuclear fuel itself starts to be part of the heating process. In a nuclear reactor, the heat that produces the steam that drives the turbine and the generator is produced by the nuclear fuel. So that has now started. And what will follow now is a second period of tests when the power will be increased to 1%, 5%, 20%, 50%, drop down again, and then up again. For some months now, I will continue with such tests in order to ensure that everything is safe before they get commercial. We call it commercial production, when they deliver electricity to our homes and to the industry in the country. So FANR continue its operations, its mandate completely during the whole pandemic. We worked from home, but we had also resident inspectors at براكة all the time because the work at براكة continued during the pandemic, although considering all the precautionary measures that the government had prescribed. And FANR followed every directive that came from the government and made sure that we stayed safe. So our role continued because our role is very, very essential in order to ensure the protection of the public, the environment, and the staff. So we have continued to work to ensure safety, security, and all the non-proliferation aspects. Yes, our role will continue. Our role during the construction phase has been to make sure that the power plant is built safely, built according to all best international practice, because according to what we have approved. Now, a new phase will start when the power plant starts what we call operation, producing electricity. And we will be there to ensure that this is done in a safe manner. Nowa is the operator, and they have certain instructions, procedures to follow, and we will be there to make sure that they follow all these procedures and to ensure the safety and security of everyone. We have, for the time being, 6 inspectors permanently located at the براكة site. They live there, they work there, and we are there 24/7. It means around the clock to make sure, because the work continues all the time at the nuclear power plant. So we have those 6 supervising the day-to-day work of the Nowa Energy Company. But in addition, we have some 50 experts in the headquarters in Abu Dhabi city, and they support the resident inspectors with expert advice. We also send teams from headquarters to go and check certain things at براكة in order to support the residents. And the residents are both nationals and expats, and we are making sure that the skills and knowledge of the experts from foreign countries are transferred to Emirati inspectors. And we have been very successful in that endeavor.